Sean, take it away.
Thanks. Hi, I'm Sean Brown. I'm with the National Association of Residential Real Estate Investment Advisors. That's NAREIA.com, NARREIA.com. And to piggyback off of what Scott had said, trying to figure out when the investors are coming back into this market or any market, one of the things that we learned over the last decade of trying to track the MLS information that we're getting is much more robust than we had before. I don't know if any of you that were realtors were in the business where we had books that were printed out with, you just had a printout that printed out every week, and they'd ship these things out and you'd have to flip through it. And in the last decade, we've gone to internet HTTP-based or PHP-based MLS systems that allow us to sort through the data much more effectively. Well, during the last cycle of this stuff, we were able to track on a weekly basis how many properties were being listed each week, how many were going under contract, and we're able to track very closely the rate that the number of available properties were growing or shrinking. And we noticed that when markets of about 1 million, which is, we're Mill 6 now, but when you're at a market of about 1 million units or population of 1 million, when you saw the appreciation or the growth of the number of available properties grow at a significant rate, somewhere around 300 a week, or decline by 300 a week, we noticed that the appreciation in that market or depreciation started to accelerate. So if you keep an eye on each of these markets that you might have an eye, like if you're looking at Biloxi that I'm going to talk about here momentarily, you're looking at Denver or you're looking at Vegas, if you start noticing that the supply of available properties on the MLS goes from 20,200 to 21,900, and then the next week it drops down to 21,600 and consistently goes down, you're going to start noticing about 3 months after that an appreciation change in there. So if you keep up on that, and on our website for free, we give this data out for probably about 20 different markets, Vegas, Phoenix, Dallas, and a couple of other ones. You can track this. We track it graphically so you can start seeing when these points change. Now for this week, what I'd like to do is talk about Biloxi and Gulfport. I just went out there, Tamara and I were out there looking at investment property, and we're looking at just to see what was going on in the GO zone, because we've heard so much about the GO zone. We keep hearing, the GO zone depreciation, which is awesome. But what we wanted to do is get our eyes on the market itself, because when we were investing in Phoenix, you go down and you see Phoenix, and it's just like Vegas, and it's just like anywhere in California and all that stuff. You've got these tract communities. It's easy to buy Par D. It's easy to buy KB or any of these kind of things. And you can do these mail-out orders pretty easily. I would say if you're interested in buying in the GO zone, take the time to go down there, because what we saw was very shocking. I can't believe how devastated the area still is, especially Nollins, and I would steer clear of Nollins for quite some time to come. But you get outside of Nollins about maybe 20 minutes. Once you get across the bridges and get to Slidell and then continue to head eastward, you'll run into a town called Bay St. Louis, and that's the first real community there where there's an economy that's worthy, where there's building going on. You continue on about another 30 minutes, you'll get to the largest town there called Gulfport, and you get on to Biloxi, which is all along that whole place you have casinos, but Biloxi is the one that's most conducive to the casino industry. The shortage in rental properties is unbelievable. They're short about 80,000 units right now. People are commuting 45 minutes to work just to get there, and when you get there, you just won't believe how many slabs are just sitting there on the beachfront. All of this stuff, it's pretty devastating. And for you to go in and mail order a property out in Biloxi or Gulfport or any of these things without knowing where exactly you're getting into, this isn't that kind of investment. I mean, the new construction stuff is a safer, easier buy to get into, but make sure you go and you take a look at where you're buying. If you're going to buy one of these luxury high-rise units there, make sure you understand that it's not out in the middle of nowhere, because there's some luxury high-rise stuff that's going on in literally like a beach, and then there's a mile or two and there's nothing residential, nothing at all but slab and torn down trees and stuff like that. So be very careful when you're looking at Biloxi, Gulfport. Economically, awesome place to invest, but don't do it as a mail out. Make sure you go out and visit the properties there. Time's up. I see Sabrina there waving me down. So if anybody's got any question, Sean Brown, NAREIA, NARREIA.com, and we'll let you know what's going on there.